Good evening. I call the City Council meeting for Wednesday, October 9th, 2024 to order. In the absence of the mayor and mayor pro tem, it is our understanding that council, you need to select somebody to run the meeting this evening. So
May I?
you may, Alderwoman Newton.
Thank you. Yes, pursuant to our council rules, it refers the council back to our codes and both state code and city ordinances as well as Robert's rules. Our charter indicates that such should be by motion, and so does Robert's Rules of Order. So I would make a motion that Alderman Grip, who is our Alderman at Large, preside over this meeting as temporary chairman of this council meeting.
Do you want me to do a roll call? Okay. Ardun?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes.
Grip?
Yes.
Newton?
Yes.
Lynch?
Yes.
T. Dunn?
Yes.
Jobson? Yes. And Burkholder?
Yes.
That would be 8 yeses.
All right. Thank you. Good evening. I call the City Council meeting for Wednesday, October 9th, 2024 to order. At this time, we will have a moment of silence, and we'll take the time to consider the folks who have been impacted by the hurricane in the Carolinas, and then the folks in Florida who are also experiencing a hurricane right now. All right. Thank you. Please stand and join as Alderman Tim Dunn leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mr. Krupp, will you please call the roll?
Ardun? Here. Kelly?
Here.
McGinnis? Reinhardt? Grip?
Here.
Newton?
Here.
Lynch?
Here.
T. Dunn?
Here.
Jobson? Here. And Burkholder?
Here.
8 present, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Krupp. Good evening. As we begin this meeting of the Davenport City Council, I would welcome all of those who are in attendance and for those who are viewing the meeting on your computer or mobile device. We respectfully welcome your comments and opinion. Please keep in mind that as you talk to the council, you are also sharing your thoughts with fellow Davenporters and with viewers throughout the region, as well as city council meetings are recorded and available on the City of Davenport website for viewing. We are happy you are participating in your government and ask that your participation reflect the common desire we all share to make Davenport an even greater place for everyone. For those in attendance and those watching at home, I thank you for joining us. At this time, we ask that you turn off or silence your cell phones and other electronic handheld devices, just so they don't interfere with anyone who may be speaking. You will have an opportunity to address the City Council on items not on the agenda under the Public with Business portion of the meeting, which will occur towards the end of the meeting. When addressing the council, I ask that you step to the podium, wait to be recognized, and speak to the council as a body and not to any single member. You are asked to limit your remarks to no more than 3 minutes. I ask that everyone observe, and I know that you all will, the commonly accepted rules of courtesy, decorum, dignity, and good taste. Thank you. Will an alderman move approval of the City Council minutes for September 25th, 2024?
So moved.
There's a motion and a second to approve the City Council meeting minutes. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. The minutes have been approved. Ms. Gleason, is there a city administrator update?
Nothing this evening, Your Honor.
Thank you. Will an alderman move approval of the report on Committee of the Whole for October 2nd, 2024?
So moved.
There's a motion and a second to approve the report on Committee of the Whole. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That report has been approved. We have one appointment this evening. That appointment is for the Design Review Board, and the appointee is Toby Payon. I'll accept a motion to approve this appointment.
So moved.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Are there any opposed? Same sign. That appointment has been approved. Thank you, Mr. Payon, for your continued service to the city of Davenport. We have one public hearing this evening. Public hearing number 1 on the proposed amendments to various sections of Title 8, Health and Safety, and Title 15, Buildings and Construction of the Municipal Code of Davenport, Iowa. Is there anyone from the public wishing to address this public hearing? Seeing no one, I move to close the public hearing. There's a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Are there any opposed? This public hearing has been closed. We will now go to petitions and communications from council members. We'll start with Alderman Jobjan.
Thank you. Real simple, this upcoming Tuesday, October 15th, 6:30 PM at Duck Creek Park Lodge, we'll have the next 6th Ward meeting. We have special guest, our Corporation Counsel, Mr. Huff, to come say hello to 6th Ward and anyone else that wants to attend. So hope to see people there. Thank you.
Alderman Kelly.
Thank you. I just want to bring to attention a few things that I keep getting as an alderman of the city of Davenport. It's interesting to me that we talk about when we see something and we know something, we report something. But why is it that I'm getting all these calls throughout the whole city? I'm not an at-large, but I'm getting called into people's homes about the racial injustice that people are suffering at the hands of city employees, Public Works, the police department. But are we sitting here weekly hearing that if we hear something, we say something? And why am I the only one? Why do I have to be the angry, sole black individual on the council that somebody reports injustice to? I just think it's starting to get to the point, I can't make this up. I can't. You guys can look down. You don't have to look at me. But when I tell you I have citizens calling me to report what's going on in their homes, on their job, what's going on at the city. I've just had to tell the acting city administrator that I can't bring some things public because they overheard what me and her said to each other. So when I tell you I can't make this up, I can't make this up. It is ongoing, but yet and still we say something, we see something, we say something. This is normally where the slick mouth would come in, but I'm gonna be good. BS. They're not saying nothing. I'm a lone wolf. They're painting a picture, and I'm explaining to you there's things that are going on within the halls of City Hall that if you guys don't pay attention to, they don't care about you. They don't care. They just want your vote. They just want you here. They want you in a seat. How many times are they really running up to you to have a conversation and finish a conversation? Or how many times do I get to find out how crazy somebody is when they have something going on? I don't need to know about the crazy. I need to know about the situation. Why do I need to know that it could not be valid or it could be valid, but we just don't want to deal with that person? So it's getting very, very tiresome. And having to be at home with COVID by myself, that was a booger. So on a positive note, the Odyssey experience will be at Junior Theater. It will be October 12th and 13th. The different shows, the Odyssey experience, if you're in the room, you are in the show. The Odyssey experience is free to everyone. So once again, October 12th and October 13th are the different shows at Junior Theater. Look the information up. Thank you.
Alderwoman Lynch.
Thank you. I just want to announce that our 7th Ward meeting will be this coming Monday, the 14th at 5:30 p.m. at Fire Station number 3. We will have a special guest, Acting City Administrator Nicole Gleason will be there to discuss snow routes and snow plans for the approaching winter. We hope to see you there. Thank you.
All right. Seeing no one else, I'd like to take a minute to recognize a great Davenporter who passed away on Sunday, Bill Ashton. He passed away due to injuries he sustained in a car accident, and he was a great Davenport. We We recognized Bill here roughly a year ago for his contributions to the Riverfront Improvement Commission. I think he served for around 18 years, but he was one of the most civic-minded people that I know. He loved the city of Davenport. He gave back in a number of ways. In his obituary, it says he was a lifelong resident of Davenport and poured his energy and heart into the community. And that was absolutely true. There will be visitation tomorrow, Thursday, from 4 to 7 at Halligan McCabe DeVries Funeral Home, and then additional visitation Friday from 1 until 2 at the church, St. Anthony's Catholic Church, right here on Main Street. But I want to point out that Bill lived a life of service. He was an engineer. He started with the Corps of Engineers and then eventually took over his own practice. He was an Army Ranger. He ran cross country at Iowa. He was a past president of the Rotary Club. He was given the Rotary International Service Award in 2016, given to only 10 recipients in the world for his help in his work to eradicate polio in India. He traveled to a number of countries to do a number of humanitarian efforts. He was probably the most knowledgeable person I know regarding the riverfront, both historically and technically. He was always willing to lend his expert advice, many times pro bono, because he cared about the community so much. And the thing I'll say about him is that he was a very wise person. And when he talked, most people knew you should quiet down and listen to the words he had to say, because he was full of wisdom. So he was a great Davenporter. We are going to miss him, and I just offer sincere condolences to his family. All right. The first item, or the next item on our agenda, is individual approval of items on the discussion agenda. We have none this evening. With that, is there a motion for approval of all items on the consent agenda?
So moved.
There's a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Griff,
Yes.
Kelly,
Yes.
Jobson,
Yes.
T. Dunn,
Yes.
R. Dunn,
Yes.
Lynch,
Yes.
Burkholder,
Yes.
and Newton.
Yes.
All right. The
8
cons-
yeses, Your Honor.
Thank you. The consent agenda is approved. Are there any other ordinance resolutions and motions? There are none. Are there any reports of city officials? There are none. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Are there any opposed? All right, we are adjourned. Have a nice week.